welcome to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm here with a pick a card reading for you. So pull up, grab a chair, get cozy. We're going to have a little chat today because we're all friends when we gather around this table. Today's pick a card topic, we are looking at who is secretly crushing on you today. We do have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 here with the Tarot of the Divine and the red carnelian palm. Pile number 2 with the Light Seers Tarot and the blue aragonite. And pile number 3 with the Modern Witch Tarot and the green malachite. I would like to welcome back my returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here. I would like to welcome all of my new subscribers, or to anybody who has stumbled across the channel for the very first time. I do pick a card readings on this channel, so please join us. We would love to have you join our beautiful soul family. I do offer a chance for my subscribers to win a free reading as a thank you for your presence on this channel. And all you have to do is drop your comment beneath any of my readings this month for your chance to win. Be sure to hit your notification bell if you do so that I can notify you if you have been chosen as the winner. But we do have pile 1, pile 2, pile number 3. Who is secretly crushing on you? Are they going to make any type of move towards you as well? We're going to look at that as well. My timestamps are listed below, and you can be drawn to multiple decks. You just have to trust your intuition, pause the video, take a deep breath. And Tarot, it's really important for us to remember that we should never take any messages that do not feel like they are resonating in our heart space. If it doesn't resonate with you, it may not be your message, and you can try a different pile or a different spread. But I'm going to start with pile number 1. Again, who is secretly crushing on you, and are they going to make a move? Pile 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the red carnelian palm, or you were drawn to the Tarot of the Divine, and this is your reading. Who is secretly crushing on you, pile 1? Will they let you know? Knight of Wands coming through first. Who is secretly crushing on pile number 1, please? We have the 9 of Swords. This is somebody who acts really confident, but they are not as confident as they project themselves to be. This person thinks about you all of the time. Like, this is a crush situation where it's almost bordering on obsession a little bit. They could perhaps present themselves as someone who has a lot of energy, somebody who likes to make people laugh. It's somebody who would perhaps try to get attention, or they seem comfortable with that type of attention, like a very lively person. But I'm almost picking up on a lot of Leo energy here. So they also could have something really profound and beautiful about their hair. They have a presence, and people make assumptions about that presence. But the truth is that I feel like this is a bit of a worrier. They overcompensate in public. So they could be somebody that seems very outgoing as well. And they really just want to be able to fill immediate need. Like, they have this really strong physical desire towards you, pile 1. But they're really second guessing themselves for some reason. We have the 3 of Cups. This could also indicate that this is somebody that could be a part of your friend circle or your friend group. You may have a friendly relationship with them or consider them a friend. They're also saying that this person would perhaps in a physical sense be different from you. So they have like different features than you have, or a cultural difference, maybe even a religious difference. But it's somebody that you've laughed with, someone that you've had fun with in the past. We have the Page of Swords. Ooh, and they're also highlighting as well that this feels like a young energy. Like, it feels like a very youthful type of energy coming through. They're also highlighting education and schooling in the same breath. I'm also getting the sense, this is not a message for everyone, but I'm also getting the sense of like an international student, or someone who comes from a different country, who has traveled to go to school, or has lived in 2 very different places in the world in the past. In their childhood especially, they may have been born in a different country, for instance, and now have moved into the country that you are living in. We have the Magician. Back of the deck, we have the 9 of Cups and the 3 of Coins. And they're highlighting Cinderella here, and they're showing like stepsisters for some reason. I don't feel like this is a stepsister or anything, but they're showing somebody that perhaps has some type of family history surrounding stepbrothers, stepsisters. That might have been something that you discussed with this person, which is why they're bringing that up as a detail for someone specifically watching as well. You've made a profound impression on this person, and they are crushing on you so, so hard. In a perfect world, they're like, we would start this foundation, we would start dating, we would start having a relationship here, and they are wearing masks. They do want some type of transition out of what they're viewing versus what they want to see happen in this connection as well. Like, they're already a part of your life. They're already a part of your foundation in some way. A strong emphasis on Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but also Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Really strong Leo energy with that Knight of Wands for me. Six of Pentacles. And to be honest with you, I'm getting double messages because I am dealing with the collective energy. So take the messages as they resonate. But I'm feeling a sense of somebody who doesn't think that they're good enough for you. That's one of the messages coming through. They don't think that they're good enough for you. On the other end of that spectrum, there could be an aspect of this person being in a commitment or being part of a karmic cycle. So they're just trying to keep their life in balance. It's like a temptation surrounding you. Here's the Ten of Swords with the Three of Cups. It feels like an obsession, to be honest. It feels like an obsession. And all of this overthinking blocks out the light, blocks out the truth. It makes them second guess whether or not you would be open to a relationship with them, especially if this is just a friendship. Again, they don't know that you're in their league or if you even would consider them as an option, if I'm honest. Like, they don't feel like you would consider them as an option because they feel like they're down here in a beggar's position. They sometimes present themselves like they're way up here, but that's just their attempt at trying to almost play like a role. They are talking about travel with this person and world travel. I feel like maybe they can't afford to travel the world now because they feel very youthful, but they may, again, there's like some type of travel over water or someone who has come from a different country. Knight of Swords. And the truth is, all of this overthinking, this person is just jumping to conclusions about what's waiting for them if they were to step out of their comfort zone. Even the horse is looking back at his rider saying, do you think we should wait for more information before you make a decision? And they're like, nope, I'm charging forward with this perspective. Because they're convinced that they're going to get rejected or they're convinced that they're going to lose, which is why they're just watching and not acting in this present moment. And we are going to take a look shortly to see whether they are going to express themselves in the near future. We're going to take a look at that. The truth is, however, I feel like they need to slow down to gather more information or to seek more clarity from you because you may be feeling the exact same way. You may also share their feelings of insecurity when it comes to yourself and what you have to offer a relationship. You may also be experiencing a crush energy with this person. We have the Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We also have the Four of Swords, and we have the Nine of Swords. And there's the Emperor, Aries. Very strong fire element with this person. They are overthinking so much. They're defensive. And I feel like the defense energy is it's kind of painting a different light on the reality of the situation at this moment. It's actually just stopping them from taking action because they are very thirsty for you, but it's like they don't know if they should. They don't know how they're going to be received. They want to in some ways protect or preserve the friendship or the connection that's already been placed here. Because this doesn't just feel like someone who's crushing on you and just wants fire. It's like they already have an established connection with you. They already care about you emotionally. So that sets this into a complicated situation for this person. Because they feel like the Divine Feminine has all the control, but the Divine Feminine doesn't feel like she's in control here at all. That's their perception. They think that you're smarter than they are. They think that you're more beautiful than they are. They just think that you're more capable than they are. And the truth is, to be honest with you, they are saying that the Divine Feminine here may be the person that can move things forward with some type of communication or some type of clarity, because they're speaking about a lot of fear and they're worried about running out of time in some way as well. They're highlighting this, again, Cinderella, when the mice got turned back into mice. And so it's like they know that there's a fear associated here with momentum. There's a very strong Libra presence for the Divine Feminine. Who is secretly crushing? What are some of their secret thoughts, please, for pile number 1? We have here muddled, unclear thinking when it comes to making an announcement. And it's really hard for us to get a clear, distinctive plan in place when we keep overthinking, we keep worrying, we bring ourselves to the place of despair where all of our energy is utilized in this worry so that we don't have enough to manifest any type of change or even communicate that change. Because they're wondering about the future. And we're going to, again, take a look at their actions in the future in a few moments. We have Camel. Persevere and you will overcome your problems. They are speaking about deep thirst. I also am getting an impression for someone specifically about this person and how they feel about their physical form. They don't feel like they're attractive enough. It's like ugly duckling syndrome. They don't feel like they're attractive enough. We have an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And I do feel like this person would be a commitment-oriented person. I did see the 10 of Pentacles as I was shuffling. And we have here secret admirer and a marriage that will take place, either romance or business. Now, as I said, I was getting a slight message earlier about karmic relationships. So if that resonates with you, there may be a message waiting for you there. But in this case, this person, it feels innocent. It feels like they feel like the future is possible. If they just imagine it to be, it's like they like to fantasize about the future, and they don't just fantasize about physical acts. They fantasize about commitment cycles. This is somebody that values that. This is a very family-oriented person. We have deep personal strength and peace that assures success. I also feel like the family, even providing for a family, is like an ultimate goal, and it could be culturally based, if that makes sense to someone watching. It's like their culture supporting the family in that sense. Let's get some messages from this person to see what sort of thoughts they've been having. I'm going to use the Honest Love Tarot for you today. I'm getting back on my feet, the Hanged Man. And you feel so far away, or you feel so unattainable, the Star of Aquarius, because they're gazing on you. They're wishing upon you. They're crushing upon you. It's so much easier to just fantasize and watch than it is to approach you and make it real. I wish that I'd made better choices. And this is the Lover, somebody who fantasizes about being in a relationship with you, in a committed relationship with you. They say that you are giving them mixed signals, so there could be a back and forth flirtation that's happening here within the dynamics of this friendship. Oh, I watch you. I just can't help it. We are fated to meet again. And the Wheel of Fortune does speak about a certain amount of desire for that to be true. It's like they really want this to be a fated connection. Do you see anything in me? What do you even see in me? Because they feel very insecure. I just saw I shouldn't have treated you like all of the rest. I feel like sometimes this person sticks their foot in their mouth in social situations because they're trying to impress, or they're trying to distract from their own insecurity. If I called you, what would you do? It's like, would you answer? They're reflecting upon offering. So we're going to take a look in a moment to see whether they're planning on approaching you. I want to give you just as much as you give me. It's like, I want to be good enough for this connection because you are the yin, you are the divine feminine, you are every good thing, and that's why they want you. That's why they're crushing on you, pile one. But let's ask Spirit about their intentions. Is this person going to make their feelings known to pile number one, please? Will they make their intentions, their feelings known to pile number one? 10 of Wands, they're struggling with it. They don't know. They have all of these inspirations, all of these thoughts that bring them towards change. They're trying to keep a light on for that. But the fear of how they're going to be received is a little bit too much for them in this moment. We have this 2 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and they're in planning mode. Now, what can be a little bit of a stalling energy is the fact that it's easier to plan than it is to execute. And every time they start to think about execution, the ego says, whoa, 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 what happens if you do? What if you get rejected? And this plan that they have is kind of a secret plan. They're holding it inside of themselves. We have the Devil coming in. We have the Ten of Cups. I do feel like this person has intentions to create clarity for you, Pile 1. But I do feel like there's a lot working against them. Their own insecurity, their own attachments. They have this major theme of the Devil to conquer overall. Let's get one more card for that. We have the Fool. We have the Moon. They're preparing. They're preparing for a launch. And Spirit says they're going to have a challenge in overcoming that prompt, overcoming that fear. But Spirit's on their heels. It's like nipping at their heels. They're their constant companion, trying to urge them forward. Right now they're feeling really, really vulnerable though. They're sort of stuck here in this sort of, I'm seeing an alligator like coming up quietly from the water. They feel a little bit insecure about taking that leap of faith. Aries energy again. So you may have some time to wait, but this person does have intentions of making themselves known to you. I will say they do have a lot of insecurity to overcome in order to launch. So if you feel like you can give them a helping hand, even if you sort of realign the signals that you've been sending them, if you are crushing on this person as well, you can really help this person's confidence and help them take that leap of faith. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. The very last thought that this person had for pile 1 in the bowl. They were thinking about a conversation potentially here. And there's like this lack of confidence coming in, a lack of clarity, a lack of focus. They were feeling kind of like during a conversation that you were distracted, or that they were wondering if you were thinking about other options as well. And I feel like these thoughts were kind of self-deprecating, to be honest. It definitely didn't fuel them with any confidence. And the truth is that I feel like the last time they were speaking to you, there was a lack of confidence coming from your part that was affecting you in that moment. Maybe it was making you nervous, and they've just made this perception over that experience. We have the letter A in the bowl here. We have heart, and we do have the hammer, and we also have the Hierophant step. I do think of workplace, education as well. Somebody who has not expressed themselves from the heart. We have Pisces. And we also have somebody's heart who will sometimes self-sabotage within their heart space because they're not feeling abundant. They will self-sabotage. They're also talking about the Hierophant steps, and I always think of commitment cycle. So somebody who is wanting to take the steps towards commitments and wanting to take this connection to a different level. We also have Jesus as the shepherd in the bowl here. I almost just heard missionary for someone watching too. We have the Star of Aquarius for the Divine Feminine. All right, pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. Drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me, and be sure to hit your notification bell if you do so. I also offer private readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below as well, and I do update that shop daily. And I hope you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the Blue Aragonite, or you were drawn here to the Light Seers Tarot, and this is your reading. Who is secretly crushing on you, pile 2? Are they going to take any action towards this feeling that they have? So let's take a look at who is crushing on pile number 2, please. Eight of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Justice. We have the World, or I'm sorry, the Empress. Her stomach is the World. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Lovers on the back of the deck, and we have the Hermit. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this person has really internalized this crush towards you, pile 2. There's a lot of Gemini and Libra energy here, a lot of Virgo energy as well. Let's clarify this as we go forward. Who is secretly crushing on pile number 2, and what are their current feelings? I feel like it's taken some time for this person to have the truth hit them about their feelings for you. But when it did, it's like the gavel came down, or I'm almost seeing like a guillotine coming down. We have the Page of Swords. First of all, this person is watching you, and I feel like they're someone perhaps from your past. It doesn't have to be the distant past, but it can be somebody from your past who may have walked away from you or walked away from the connection. They thought that they were walking away to find abundance. They thought that they were walking away to find something abundant. What they found were lessons instead, which have been empowering. Everything that we go through, every walk that we take is empowering because it gives us something to contrast or to hold contrast against. Here's the Seven of Pentacles, because I feel like this person has had a focus on you for longer than they should. Like there's a sense of a lot of longevity, a lot of patience. And a lot of contemplation about risk versus reward now. I feel like this person may not have the ability to jump back into a connection with you, because I feel like there could be other commitment cycles in place now, or other relationships in place now for you or for this person. But there's a lot of conflict surrounding the way that they feel, because they've been hit with the reality of how they feel over the course of time. So they may have walked away to find themselves, walked away because they thought it would be easier, or they were going to find something way better. But the truth is what they found was a lot of practical stuff, but not as emotionally fulfilling as they really expected it to be. I feel like they've built something very practically sound for themselves in their career, maybe their home life. You have the Hanged Man. And what's interesting about this Page of Pentacles is that he also sort of looks like a hanged man in his configuration as well. Back of the deck is the Page of Wands and the High Priestess. And I'm really hearing like that song from Adele where she's like, I heard that you've settled down, you've found a girl, you're married now. Like there's a sense of like youth and nostalgia and coming to revelations much too late. There's something very beautiful and abundant about this Empress. You can see she's literally giving birth to the world, giving birth to nations. There's something about unfinished cycles here between the two of you, because nothing was expressed the way that it should have been. And in this moment, they don't feel like they can express it without some type of hit, without some type of hit to their position, hit to their ego. They're just really prioritizing themselves. But that was what they did in the past that brought them here. And so if we keep flooding the same energy into the justice wheel, then we're going to receive the same results, the same unsatisfying emotional results as well. Because now they don't know that there's much that they can do about it other than retreat with these feelings. And it's kind of like they're holding on to two different worlds, like two different versions of themselves. They're the version of themselves from the past with you, the version of themselves now that they've cultivated in this moment, and a version of themselves that they perceived that they could have attached themselves to if they had made different choices in the past, because they are thinking about the choices they've made. And they're contemplative about that, about if I just made one different step over here or taken one different approach, where would I be sitting in this moment? What could I have built? And I keep hearing, never mind, I'll find someone like you. But they didn't find someone like you. That was the problem. They didn't find someone like you. And now they wish that they could kind of go back to a new opportunity. They wish that they had a new opportunity to communicate, and yet they are hesitating. You can see that their leg looks like a number 4, focused on perhaps a concern for the home or concern for what I have invested in. But this person, they're holding on to this purse, but they keep looking at this old town. And it's this old town perhaps that's inciting all of this desire from the Knight of Wands to take action and fill that immediate need. The immediate need of perhaps information, the immediate need of just you in some way, because you represent abundance. The beautiful Empress is the most abundant card in the whole deck. We have exchanging gifts. It was wanting to come in the reversal, but I don't often read these in the reverse. You can see it's a cat, and you can also see this ballerina popping up out of the box. I just heard Pandora's box. and not having the courage to exchange the truth in the past, and a wish that they could exchange gifts with you now, exchange the truth. We have co-create with spirit, and we do have new life. And there's a feeling about a dream surrounding you, like they may dream of you in this present moment. They definitely put you up on a pedestal, but it feels like waking up from a dream, like the version of themselves from the past feels like a very contrasted version to the one that they are today. And they wonder about whether you would accept that version or like this new version of themselves. They know that there was so much potential in the past. That's what they've come to recognize and reveal to themselves over the course of time, was that there was so much potential and they didn't take action upon it, and then that opportunity did not present itself forever. So now they hold on to this truth. Even amidst their commitment cycles, perhaps, they hold on to this truth. And it stops them from being able to truly perhaps really sink into and exhale within the dynamics of their current relationships, perhaps, because they spend so much time imagining. It says imagine, it's the judgment where we judge ourselves, but they get lost in fantasy because they like to play out the narrative of what it would be like if the two of you had stuck it out in the past and brought the two of you together into the present moment. What is secretly crushing here? We have a lot of Libra energy as well. Gemini. You are so highly thought of. And if they didn't give you that impression in the past, that's what they want you to know in this present moment. They're also very curious about you and sort of thirsty. And the same sort of thirst that gets driven from youth. And I just heard awakening, or like a sexual awakening. So you may have met this person during that period of life where, you know, you're a teenager, you're moving into adulthood. We have table, hard work ahead. And they know that there are steps they have to take, but they feel like they have to be careful, calculated steps if they want to hold out any type of hope to cure their curiosity, and even if it just means communicating with you. We have honor and respect will come to you with the crown. So they may be playing a different role in this moment because they are worried about material wealth being lost if they take risks in this connection. And you are a wish. You are the desire, the crush energy. I just saw the wishbone. And family matters, seahorse. And that could be what's holding them back. The seahorse is all wrapped around that reed. So they may have invested into other commitment cycles. You may have invested into other commitment cycles because there could have been years here between meeting and the present moment. And that may not be a message for everyone, but for someone, there could be at least a few years here where we haven't seen each other. And that could be what's holding us back. And they didn't anticipate that this would be such a profound connection. A meeting with a stranger that became so important. They didn't realize that that you were who you are, that you are the Empress energy. So it does feel like you are, with this person that's crushing on you, pile 2, the one that got away. Let's take a look at some eternal messages here. What are some thoughts that this person is having, the secret crush for pile number 2? And then we're going to take a look at their actions towards you in the future, or in the near future. What are some of their thoughts, please? I've looked into tarot readings. You make this person consider soulmate energy and twin flame energy, and this whole twin flame stuff sometimes scares me. So they may have been told in a tarot reading that this was a twin flame connection. It says here, some people don't want to see us together, but I do not care. And you will hear from me soon. And I will say with the Page of Pentacles, there is this desire for communication and an opportunity. They are hesitating. I have inner childhood wounds. And this could have been a connection that did begin in youth or coming of age. You may, for someone watching, you may have been in the same class or been in the same classes or school. I have been astral projecting to you. So having fantasies and dreams that feel very lucid, very real. And I know that we are being spiritually guided. I'm not used to a connection like this, so I ran. And it feels like they walked away in the past as well. Let's get a few more. Oops. Oh, they came out again, so we'll just keep those up here. I don't want to be with anyone else, but they are worried about some type of practical loss. I talk about you and I'm not blind to the signs. I do see them. The I talked about you came in reversed. I don't necessarily feel like this person is conversing in a really authentic way. They may have mentioned you as part of their past. You really are the best thing that had ever happened to me. And that is the revelation that they've had about you, pile 2. So let's ask Spirit here about, will they take any action to reveal themselves to pile number 2? Really strong Sagittarius energy coming in right now as well. 3 of Wands. They don't want you to slip away even farther. They already feel like you're kind of slipping through their fingers. Keep hearing that song, slipping through my fingers. King of Wands. 4 of Cups reversed. We do have the Star of Aquarius showing itself in the 5 of Swords. This person does desire expansion. They have a focus on it, but they need to develop a new kind of approach or a new perception or a way of viewing things in order to compete with the ego that's going to try to stop them from reaching out in some way. They are kind of wasting time. They have been procrastinating and reaching out to you for the last little while, even the last couple of years for someone watching too. They've been procrastinating, and it's so easy for them to procrastinate. But their focus is on you. But with the focus on you, there's still this hurdle. There's still this hurdle. So I feel like they are going to hold back before you hear from them. I feel like you're not going to hear from them tomorrow. You're not going to hear from them overnight because they are procrastinating. And Spirit's trying to kind of give them prompts to gain a new perception, to help perhaps flood in more momentum towards this connection. But Spirit says it will be unlikely that you hear from this person in the near future. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. Last thought that this person had for pile number 2 in the bowl. 8 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. They were really thinking about kind of popping up suddenly. They were thinking even about traveling. They were wondering what you would do if they just showed up. If they just showed up on your doorstep, what would you do? They weren't necessarily thinking in a very clear way. I feel like they were almost being influenced by like emotional feelings. They were being influenced by not having enough support. So they may have been triggered in their environment to bring forward this emotion, this desire to launch themselves elsewhere. We have P, and we have the Secret and the Bow. You are very highly thought of. We also have here the Divine Feminine with the Seahorse. I think about family energy. Barbie, electricity. I think of blonde energy, beautiful. Like we think of Barbie, right? I think of Margot Robbie. So maybe you have similar features to Margot Robbie. And we have I choose strength. And that's ultimately all we have to do in order to propel ourselves in any direction, is to choose strength. Leo energy. Pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. Drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading. If you would feel called to, make sure you hit your notification bell. I also offer private readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below, and I do update that shop daily, so you can keep checking back. But I hope you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hello, pile number 3. You are drawn to the Green Malachite or to the Modern Witch Tarot, and this is your reading. Who is secretly crushing on you? What are they thinking? Are they going to make any type of move towards you in the near future? So who is secretly crushing, please, on pile number 3? Page of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. The Fool. The Queen of Pentacles. The Judgment. Back of deck, we have the 10 of Cups, and we have the 9 of Pentacles. I'm going to clarify as we go. This is somebody who has put you on a pedestal, and they think that you are gorgeous. Like there's just something very tempting about you. They look up to you. I almost feel like this person could be a slightly younger than you in this moment. Or in the very least, they're not as experienced in different areas of their life, whether it be love or even practically, like in professional sense, they're not as mature or they're not as experienced. I'm getting this impression about them living in a different city than you are. Like even, I feel like you're in different cities or you're not living close by each other. But it also doesn't feel like a huge divide. I don't feel like it's different countries. I think it's just different cities, or could be different states, different provinces. For instance, I'm Canadian. Whatever resonates with you. We have the Moon. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. There is an emphasis here on divine feminine energy. Wanting divine feminine energy. And again, that won't be an overarching theme, but if that resonates with you, you'll know that that's your message. Just feels like a divine feminine that's very focused on divine feminine. And I feel like you have talked to this person before, especially perhaps online. Like you've talked to this person, you're very friendly with this person. There could have been a connection to like the work realm or a school realm in the past with this person where you were connecting online for some practical reason. And this person really crushed on you then. But they didn't take action then, much to their own chagrin, because now they're kind of facing the consequences of that action, because they're still brought to this precipice of like, I want to take a leap of faith. I didn't in the past. I hope this opportunity is still available to me. It could have been someone that was living in the city you were in before you moved, if you have moved recently. A lot of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, especially Scorpio energy coming through here. And there's a lot of Virgo energy coming in for the divine feminine. So you could be the earth sign here. You don't have to be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, even that. This is just a way for spirits to sometimes give a flag for someone who's watching, but there's just goddess energy is what I'm feeling. Goddess energy. It almost feels like somebody who wants to follow you around like a little puppy dog. It's like someone who wants to, it's like they want to be your subject. They want to follow you around like a little puppy dog. They want to be your subject. You are the queen. They don't feel like the queen or the king. Very strong Virgo element here, but not for this person. I feel like this person may not be the Virgo. It could be the person watching the video. We have the Judgment with the Judgment. Oh my goodness, back to the deck, Knight of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. The truth is that I feel like the two of you would look beautiful together anyway. Both of you together would just look gorgeous. It's like perfect energy. There is a huge emphasis on physical desire and wanting to cure my curiosity, someone who's thinking about you all of the time and really thinking about the next step and what they have to do. I feel like they're judging themselves harshly for actions that they did not take because they had opportunity to say, hey, you want to go out, or hey, and they didn't do that. And now they're upset because the two of you are separated in some way. You may still be in communication, but I feel like you're physically in different cities in the present moment. Can we clarify, please, here the Fool, the Queen of Pentacles? It almost feels kind of like a student teacher, or it just feels like a big age gap or a big gap in positions here. And the person that's crushing on you is the person who is holding a lesser position in this moment. But even in the present moment, they have intentions of clarifying how they feel. Really strong Leo energy coming through. 3 of Cups. You might consider this person a friend. And I do feel like you're very different in a cultural sense. I feel like you could even have, very different cultural backgrounds. But that's what they love about you. Like there's something like a goddess about you. Look at this beautiful queen. Like they want to be a part of that. They want to be a part of that beautiful goddess energy. And you've laughed in the past. Like there's laughter. Here's the Temperance. And here's the Knight of Wands. They feel like now may not necessarily be the time in order to approach you in the present moment. They also delayed in the past, however, and again, that didn't serve them well. Very strong Leo, Aries, Sagittarius with this Knight of Wands, but I do feel a very strong intention towards clarity here for you, Pile 3. You are up on this pedestal because you deserve to be on this pedestal. I feel like this person also deserves to be on a pedestal and they don't see it. They don't see their own beauty. They don't see their own attractiveness, but and again, they don't have to be the divine feminine. It's all about energy, but they just don't see themselves the way that they should see themselves. They just don't. And that's why they stopped themselves from acting towards you in the past, because they just don't feel physically good enough in some way. Who is he really crushing on you? I also feel like, to be honest with you, you might be crushing on this person. Because there's two judgments that are happening here. One is happening from the Virgo energy, and the other one is happening from the crush energy. So there's these two reflection periods where we're judging ourselves harshly, perhaps, because even appearances can be deceiving. The appearance that they have over you, the impression that you've left them is confidence and security and feeling good about yourself and feeling really abundant. But that may not be how you actually feel inside. That may just be someone who's really, really good at projecting that. Because I almost feel like there's a shyness to you, like a quiet aspect to you. And that's why you didn't take the leap of faith, was because you're just shy. It's like they see you as this powerhouse, but you're actually shyer than you've presented yourself to be. We have message in a bottle. And inside the bottle, there's a telephone as well. And we have unfinished symphony and regeneration. So again, if there's been some type of separation here, they're in this in-between. They don't want that separation to last. And there is the 16, the Tower, all that glitters. It was their ego that stopped them from taking their masks off in the past. But this is speaking about two people that have not expressed how they really feel. Maybe because of their own position, maybe because of expectations of other people. It's like we haven't taken our masks off, and I feel like it's very mutual with this crush energy. So you may have come to the table really hoping for a certain crush to be presented to you, and you may have been presented with the exact person you were hoping for. This is really giving me a feeling about intention and about what they are thinking about doing in the present moment that could create momentum for this connection in the future. Because even the stag, it's the symbol of strength, who's clearing out the clutter and preparing for the 21 of the world, preparing for the end of a cycle. And they do have a focus in the present moment of taking action towards full spectrum and clarity. Now, I will say there is a very strong aspect of sexual desire, fire with the Knight of Wands, but this person's overall desire of where this connection could go is way more abundant than that. Goes well beyond fire. Let's get some message cards to see what sort of thoughts they've been having, please, about pile number 3. I want you. Full stop, they want you. I don't know how you feel. I sometimes wonder if you even care. Ooh. And I fantasize about you. I dream about you a lot, probably too much. It's like more of an obsession. And I feel like there are a lot of dreams. But some of the dreams I feel like are, I don't want to say they're nightmares, but they're like bad dreams sometimes. You make me want to do bad things. And I wonder if I'm too late. Have I lost everything? There also could be somebody holding back because of attachment or position in some way, or obstacles, practical obstacles. There's also an apology coming through for not taking action perhaps in the past. It says, you are right. I heard words do hurt. And we have weight. They wonder if they are strong enough to bring forward the truth. and to let you know how much they care, because I just saw you matter. You are so very special. The World, 21. Oh, you've got 2. You matter is coming out again. Do you even see me that way? They're confused. They don't know if you feel the same. They hope that you do, but they're really worried about being rejected. They're really worried about painful aspects, being worried about hurting other people, hurting you in the present moment. So let's ask Spirit here about, will they take action? Will they reveal their feelings? To pile number 3, please. We have the 8 of Swords coming out first. The Hermit, Virgo. We have the 10 of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So back of the deck, we have the 8 of Cups and the Tower. They have intentions. They're stuck in the reflection period. The Hermit is supposed to redirect their focus away from helplessness and back towards something productive, back towards something abundant. But they are really concerned about Tower energies, somebody walking away. I feel like there's a separation between the two of you. And for someone in this connection, or for someone watching, there could be other investments or position being in the way. It's like appearances of things, positions in the way. There's like politics associated with it. And so there's a fear of what steps I have to take in order to achieve the clarity in this connection. What I have to face when it comes to those tower falls in order to achieve my goals. So in this moment, they're not feeling confident. They're not feeling confident about being able to achieve what they want in this connection. And they need that confidence. But I will also say the 10 and the 8 is bringing me right back down to the moon. And there's preparation in the moon. There's the desire to formulate a plan and execute the plan. It speaks about needing changes in my life because I'm not feeling abundant. I'm feeling disappointed and heartbroken. And so all of these emotions are prompts for their spirit to go inward, to redirect that focus so they no longer feel limited and they actually take the steps they feel guided to take to create clarity. But some of those steps might be challenging for them. And so the spread today in the immediate energy for the near future does not show a lot of progress in them revealing their truth. But your energy field, the attraction that they feel, makes them, it's almost like coaxing them or luring them into that action. So Spirit's trying to utilize the attraction that they have towards you to help to catapult them into change in some way. Let's get a chart bowl, please, for pile number 3. Nice for pile 3 in the bowl. What was the last thought they had about pile number 3? Overthinking. They may have been dreaming about you. They were thinking about the past. They were thinking about what the future holds. It's like they were trying to grasp onto hope, or they're trying to raise their own spirits. There was a lot of hesitation. They were really overthinking about something that happened in the past, maybe even a conflict between the two of you in the past as well. And wondering what sort of conflicts would be waiting for them if they were honest. You have the Iron, and it's sitting next to the Love on a Foundation, which is a Hierophant charm for me. So somebody could be in a commitment cycle, so please take that as it resonates. But you represent that group of grapes. It's like on one end is commitments, on the other end is this aspect of having fun, intoxication. L, H, T, F, and H. We also have out, and we have the yin yang. Somebody might have to get themselves out of a relationship. Someone might not be out as far as their sexuality and things of that nature as well. And I feel there is a physical separation between the two of you in the present moment. That's what I have for you today, pile number 3. If it resonates with you, please drop me a message below for your chance to win a free reading. Make sure you hit your notification bell so that I can notify you if you're chosen the winner. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading. And I just hope that you have a beautiful day, and I hope you have opportunity to come back and visit me at the Tarot Cottage.